Good afternoon, I am your host Dan Dingo and this is LSW News. On today's programme we're catching up with Lee in his workshop. We're asking the hard questions, just what is happening with all the projects that you're doing, why haven't you posted any good videos recently, and what's with all the 3D printing? People want to know. Okay, the voices in my head have told me that Lee is ready, so let's go over to his workshop.
Hello Dan.
Wow Lee, your room is a tip.
Oi,
get it sorted
cheeky
mate.
foot. Cheeky monkey.
But anyway, let's get on with it. So, I've been told that the Mectrum is for sale again. Why are you doing another batch? So the reason we're doing Mectrums again is because I've sent one over to Lee at More Fun Making It. And we're doing a charity auction. Go check out the video from Lee if you want to know more about that. But it boils down to the fact that we had interest from people after seeing his video that I decided it was worthwhile doing batch number 4. So that's on the way. Okay, that is for a good cause mate. So yeah, I don't blame you for doing that. So when will this batch be for sale and how can people buy them? The PCBs are on order, they should be a couple of weeks. I've already got key switches and then I'll just order the keycaps from Manuel over in Spain when I know how many I need to order. You can buy them from leesmithsworkshop.co.uk. It's UK only. If you want to arrange shipping to another country, please get in touch directly and we'll make arrangements. You shared some pictures of a Spectrum Plus keyboard, but we haven't seen anything recently. What's going on with that? The people want to know. Spectrum Plus keyboards has been a bit of a nightmare to be fair. I did work on the first one and it just didn't work. I don't understand fully how the schematic works, so I wasn't able to actually diagnose it and I just put it to one side. Okay, so the first one didn't work, but why did you go on and make a second one? The second version was because Manuel sent me another schematic, but this one came complete with a Gerber file for a working keyboard. So rather than try to design my own keyboard with my own layout, I just ordered that one. And I had the same problems, it didn't work. And it turns out it's a problem with the ZX0 not working with Spectrum Plus keyboards. So you borrowed Tristan's and what happened? Come on, spill the beans. So yes, I borrowed a working Spectrum Plus from Tristan. I tested his keyboard on the ZX0, didn't work. I tested my keyboard on his Spectrum Plus and it actually worked. It worked really, really well. So it does work on his, but it didn't work on my other Spectrum 48K boards. I have eventually figured it all out. So does this mean that you can make a Mectrum Plus? The people demand to know. Does this mean I'm going to make a Mectrum Plus only if I can prove that this keyboard works on a lot of revisions of Spectrums, or find out why it doesn't work on some and others? Perhaps I can say these are the ones that it will work on. But that sounds like a sales nightmare. I don't want people coming back to me saying this doesn't work. I want to know what it's going to work on before I sell it. Okay, it's interesting that you mentioned 3D printing. We'll come back to that shortly. So enough of the Mectrum stuff. What about the Atari 2800 joystick? Did you fix the droopy joystick problem? The 2800 joystick is looking good. I worked out all the springs issues. I found some from AliExpress. We've got a new PCB on the way and I'm hoping that's coming with the Mectrum keyboards. So yep, 3 or 4 weeks and I should be building the next prototype and we'll cover that in a video. So that sounds promising. We'll look forward to seeing that when it's ready. So like I said, 3D printing. But before we get onto that, it's over to Snorkers for the retro weather. So Snorkers, just where are you reporting from today?
Today's weather forecast is brought to you from the beautiful Tower of the Moon in the mysterious Forest of Shadows.
Blimey mate, it looks a bit chilly. Wrap up well and let's hear what you've got to say.
In the far north, around the citadel of Ushgarak, the Witch King Doomdark has guaranteed us heavy snowfall. Ideal for skiers, unfortunately not so good if you want to go for a nice walk. The ice field will be utterly cold and you need to wrap up warm. Further east, around the citadel of Ithworn, this turns into sleety showers. Neither fish nor fowl are no good to man nor beast. In the far south, the lands of Corelay will experience a memory of distant summer. The plains of Blood will experience general overcastness, but here at the Tower of the Moon there will unfortunately be thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening me. Back to Dan in the studio.
Thanks Snorkers, safe travels and we'll see you soon. Now back to Lee. So Lee, like I said, 3D printers, what's going on mate? You used to do retro and you used to do repairs and restorations, but all we see from you now is 3D printer this, 3D printer that. Your loyal fans demand to know what's going on. So why all the 3D printers? It's just because that's what I'm currently obsessed with. That is the whole point of the channel. It's basically whatever I'm currently interested in at any one time. I don't really have a fixed topic. We've done programming, we've done retro repairs, we've done 3D printing, we've done all sorts of things. I just get interested in something, fully take it on board. The reason that I like 3D printing, obviously you can use them to make things. I've been using them to make 3D printers. I found when I was repairing the retro, I was only buying them to make videos. I wasn't using them afterwards. So now I'm making 3D printers and I'm using the 3D printers after I've made them. For me, it's just a lot more rewarding. If something comes along that isn't 3D printing, I'll obviously take a look at it. I'm working on the reflow conversion and other things in the background. My brain is just obsessed with making 3D printers at this time. Okay, fair points. Just don't disappoint, okay? Put the time and effort into the videos. And exactly what will be the next video? So what will the next video be? It really depends on when things turn up. If the PCBs turn up, I'll look at those. If I can get the current printer that I'm working on ready with all the data that I want, it will be that one. Things just take time and I'll make the videos when they're ready. I'm not going to go out my way to make a video just because I want to make the videos when I'm happy with them. 3D printing again. Well, you better make it a good one. And I'm sure everybody will watch it and enjoy it. So thanks, Lee. Now go and tidy up that shithole, mate. It's a disgrace. And we'll see you on the next episode of LSW News. You stay classy, YouTube, you fucks. There'll be links in the check.